In Heraclitus, rivers reveal the turn of time, steeped in sweeping tides and seas defined. Torrents rise and the horror of the finite divide divine. Born bold minds and open eyes, from the water, fire and smoke of fervent minds. From Thales to Parmenides, from the grapes of verdant vines. Inspired verses as certain as serpents' eyes, till Plato was blinded by burning skies, sunlit with birds in flight. Warning the child afraid of the dark of night, not to let ideas make them decline into men afraid of the light. So from the caves we emerged in the Greek rebirth to sow seeds where our deepest hurts lurk. As we try to make sense of our needless birth through reason words, all men must die. Plato's muse, murked amused as he mused, murdered, drinking hemlock in mirth. Aristotle saw balance in law and tragedy's worth, as his greatest student took off on horseback to battle the earth. This is an ode to philosophy old. This is an ode to philosophy old. This is an ode to philosophy old. Now mankind strives in his digital mode. Thought sowed the seed, but now globalized, emboldened overseas. Man's soul under siege by broken democracy, searching for union like Aristophanes. Fox News sophistry paves our path, an opera that will end in scars. Our path to the stars, Musk on Mars, or 1,000 Hiroshima's blast our ass back to the past. The hen cocked and crowed and men took off, docked on boats they rowed, and crowned themselves kings of shores unknown. From the rocky coast of Morocco to the Prussian Moors, and so the Greeks were forgotten in the dark days of yore, when heathens bore the blade of the sheep's ascent, and Romans bent to a new king from Bethlehem, who taught Kant his way from a golden rule to reason true, bound by starlit heavens and the moral law within. He asked a simple question: what if all men always sinned? The universe, a matrix defined by the human mind, but behind our design mankind was truly blind, seeing only illusions. Kierkegaard disillusioned, set on setting us on paths so free from the pathologies and chains of morality. For our soul was always changing gradually, until we graduated to a plane where choice was the ultimate reality, taking leaps of faith into infinite anxiety. Schopenhauer was a tragic G in an endless cycle of agony. Give up all attachments and vanity, or gradually sacrifice our sanity. But Hegel saw the mind as our galaxy, God at work in our deeds, like seeds growing into apple trees, eventually synthesizing all contradictions, becoming divinity. Marx saw dialectics a little differently. Materialist, wise, and died recognizing the lie. We ought work to live, not so as not to die. Man alienated by his labor for the fruits of his apple, bound him in faith and chains the goods he made man slave to his own creation. Then came the mad preacher Nietzsche to the marketplace, dancing in mud, fire and rain, like it was a party and rave. And in our darkest refrain he said, let's rejoice pain in hope to reapproach suffering. Cause if God abandoned us, all that was left was to will ourselves out of despair and distress, enjoy tragedy. For life is a mess at our best, cursed and blessed, like Freud repressed, uncanny as death. And in the trenches depths Heidegger's dread retorted, nah, das man digresses, spelled by technological obsessions, groundless as nihilists and skeptics. From confessions to dialectics, thinker heretics, and no one addresses being, forgetting the lessons of the logos no less. For meaning in being is as real as a hammer and nail. Man is in jail when his freedom prevails, thrown by time like a damaged dam, and damned by his choices and the endless chattering of their day voices. Running from his destiny, wherever he sees death he flees till his last breath, bearing responsibilities, denying he's fleeting from authenticity. This is an ode to philosophy old. This is an ode to philosophy old. Now mankind strives in his digital mode. Thoughts sow the seed, now globalized, emboldened overseas. Man's soul under siege by broken democracy, searching for union like Aristophanes. Fox News sophistry paves our path. This is an ode to philosophy old. This is an ode to philosophy old. Now mankind strives in its digital mode. Thought sowed the seed, now globalized and